Smart contracts sound complicated, but they're actually quite simple. A smart contract is merely a collection of code that lives on a blockchain, which users can interact with in predetermined ways. This code defines rules like any other contract, and since smart contracts are immutable, these rules cannot be changed and are therefore automatically enforced. To go deeper in understanding smart contracts, let's examine the anatomy of a real-world smart contract. We'll do this by imagining we're launching a new NFT project, which will require a smart contract that can mint our NFTs. Like all smart contracts, the anatomy of our NFT smart contract will be made up of functions, how our contract makes decisions and executes transactions, and data, the state of our contract. Let's start by looking at the functions in our NFT smart contract. First, we'd have some constructor logic, which is executed when the contract is created. In our case, this logic would define a few basic properties of our NFT, such as the mint price, total supply, max supply, and max per wallet. Next, we'd write a handful of other functions, such as a mint function, which actually mints our NFTs. The code inside these functions will take some of our other variables into account, such as mint price, total supply, max per wallet, etc., to ensure that users are not minting too many NFTs, paying too little for them, or doing anything else outside of the bounds of what our contract should allow. Next, let's look at the data or state of our smart contract. In the case of our NFT contract, we need some place to store state variables, such as our mint price, total supply, etc. The obvious solution is to persist this information permanently on the blockchain. Lastly, it should be noted that Ethereum smart contracts are one of two types of Ethereum accounts. In addition to contract accounts, the other type of account is an externally owned account, or EOA. EOAs can initiate transactions and are made up of a cryptographic pair of public and private keys which control the account's activities. These are the types of accounts that users associate with their wallets. Contract accounts cannot initiate transactions but can only send transactions in response to receiving a transaction. And unlike EOA accounts, contract accounts do not have private keys. They are controlled by the smart contract code, not key holders. Two properties that both EOA and contract accounts have is one, nonce, which is a counter to keep track of the number of transactions for the account, and the balance. This is how much ETH the account owns, denoted in WEI, a denomination of ETH. Hopefully you can see that though Ethereum smart contracts harness powerful principles of decentralization, they're actually not as complex as you might think.